And I'm going to grab this slide so we can check out this slide so you can see in a little bit closer detail. There's that little nick I was talking about, hitting on stuff. But other than that, this thing looks pretty darn good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this guide rod. This is one of these Dawson quick release guide rods. I really like those things. They work pretty good. This is the original guide rod in there. Usually those things only last about 50 or 60,000 rounds. So I'm kind of expecting this thing to fail at some point. If you don't know, for these Dawson toolless guide rods, this little lever here, what happens is this lever gets bent right there, and it'll catch when you're trying to, when you shoot, and it'll cause a jam. So it's always good to keep an eye on how straight this is. And once the spring tension, there's not a very solid spring tension there, I just replace it. They're consumable items. Some people think that guns and gun parts are supposed to last forever, but the reality is they don't. So this is the slide lock lever I was talking about. As you can see, you can see some wear on where the lower lugs of the barrel hit the that pin there for the slide lock. And that's what I would consider, like, this is a wear item, right? So in another 25K or so, I'm probably going to have to throw another guy into there. From a barrel perspective, I shoot exclusively coated bullets. I shoot Gallant bullets. They work awesome. They're great, super accurate. One of the really good advantages about the Gallant bullets is if we look down this rifling, it's kind of hard to see there. There's like zero rifling wear. And that's one of the advantages of using coated bullets, is that you really don't get that mechanical frictiony wear on either the feed ramp or the rifling within the barrel. If we look at other aspects of this barrel, we can see that the locking lugs are nice and clean. You can see there's virtually no wear on this barrel. This barrel has been black DLC'd as well. So I'd kind of expect there to be some wear up here from where it locks up in the front, and some wear on top of these lugs where it rubs against the top of the slide. And I don't see any wear on here. This is pretty amazing for that black DLC. You can see how these lower lugs look. Looks pretty good. Haven't had any lockup issues, link problems, nothing like that. Now from a slide, this is where we're going to see the majority of the wear on this gun is going to be on the frame rail portions of the slide. See a little bit of wear here in the front portion on the underside, guide rod tunnel wear a little bit. Then we have more frame rail stuff going on there. If we look on the inside of this frame rail, you can see it's nice and polished from all that use. If we look on this other side, see if we can get the right angle. You can see you got some wear in there. It's to be expected, nothing crazy. If we look at the breech face, let's see if I can get a good shot of that. Kind of hard to show it. If I put my hand here, maybe we can get a little better. So overall, this thing is looking really good. I have no complaints. This thing works great. From a use perspective, I usually shoot between, I don't know, 2,500, 5,000 rounds between full detail cleans and lubes and inspection. It's always good to inspect your firearms on a regular basis to make sure that no matter what, I mean, anything can fail at any time. These things are consumables. I mean, I like to treat or think of these competition guns as really they're just hammers to me. I mean, they're a tool to get the job done. Yes, I want the best tool, but in the end, it's a tool. It's really no different than using a hammer or a drill or whatever. There, we're back together. So from a lubrication perspective, I like to use a combination of Slide Glide. This is the Brian Eno Slide Glide Standard. I will put this on everything on the inside of the slide in the frame, get everything coated with it. It works both in making the slide movement very smooth and kind of ball bearing-ish feeling. The thing you got to watch out for with this stuff is that if you use it in the winter months, it can get thick. So what I like to do in the winter months is switch over to using this guy, this Lucas Xtreme Oil. This stuff works great. What I'll normally do is I will put Slide Glide everywhere on the inside, get it all greased up. It's kind of like an oily grease stuff. And then I will add a few drops of this extreme duty gun oil to key places in the slide to basically free up that gumminess that the Slide Glide can create in the winter months. So these two lubes, I know that there's a million lubes out there for your guns, but this lubrication package, in the past, not on this gun, but on other guns, I've used this lubrication package to shoot over 10,000 rounds between any kind of cleans and any addition of lubrication. So if you want something that's going to last a really long time from a lubrication perspective and keep stuff lubed and ready to rumble, this stuff is the greatest stuff. I know that lubes are kind of like a topic where everybody's like, well, I use my buddy's motor oil cut with this other thing, but it is what it is. Now, from a cleaning perspective, I like to use this stuff. This is CRC QD electronic cleaner. This cleaner works great in getting the oil and the grease off and the burnt powder. So I use this to spray everything with it. So when I clean it, I spray this thing down and scrub it out with a toothbrush. That gets everything off of the gun. The thing that is really great about this is that it doesn't smell crazy bad. And the most important thing is it is plastic safe. So if you're cleaning like polymer guns, Glocks, M&Ps, that kind of stuff, or like this, I'm using grip tape. It doesn't attack this grip tape. It doesn't attack the fiber in my front sight. So that's why I like to use this QD electronics cleaner. You can find this at most of your common Walmarts and hardware stores and that kind of stuff. It's great stuff. I've been using that stuff for years. So that's pretty much it for my review of my Atlas Titan operator. This thing has worked like a champ. I'm looking forward to the next 50,000 rounds. Thank you very much to Atlas Gunworks. If you're looking for an awesome, well-crafted competition 1911 pistol, check out Atlas Gunworks. If you want a free magazine in your order, if you order a new gun and you give them the discount code of Perez20, that will get you a free 140 millimeter magazine with your new build purchase. So check them out. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck, have fun, and be safe.